I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging on till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life.
Good morning. I woke up a little over an hour ago. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. There was one day this week I didn't go to bed until 9 in the morning. It's getting bad. Again. That and then having to get stuff done around the house. I'm hoping to have it fixed by the first of the month. That way we can get our grind on. You know, but, as y'all know, I haven't been covering MrBeast at all on this channel, and the main reason why I haven't, because quite honestly, I didn't like the narrators of the story, and now I'm starting to see videos coming out by people that, you know, I can kind of trust them. You know, and we may not agree on everything, but like WillyMac, for example, I can trust that WillyMac did research. Dogpack has shown that he doesn't know how to do research. Rosanna Pansino is pissed off because she didn't get third place or runner up in hide and seek in the video. Then we have Crazy BJ Investigates. I don't need to say any more about her. And then we have the failed comedian that got paid $50K by MrBeast. I wasn't covering what they were saying. You know, I wasn't gonna cover it. Yeah, they all kind of suck. Well, Willie Mac has come out with a video. Atozy came out with a video yesterday talking to somebody who was in the MrBeast games, and I'm gonna be honest, that interview didn't sit right with me. So I was gonna cover that today, but I gotta go run and do something, and my husband allotted me just enough time to do Willie Mac's video. So we're just doing Willie Mac's video. Amber Chick. Here's the funny part. He got paid by MrBeast $50K. He's against MrBeast. He's trying to cancel MrBeast. That's the funny part. And according to the failed comedian, MrBeast broke some kind of Geneva Convention crime. His comments are all saying that the guy is a plant. Mater, okay, Mater, you know. You've been around me enough. You know how I've been feeling about this MrBeast stuff, right? You know how I've been feeling about this MrBeast stuff. That's why I haven't talked about it. I'm gonna be kinda honest. The way that guy talked, I can understand where people were saying that they think he was a plant. I'm just saying. I can understand where people thought that. I really can. Rex, okay, but you're in a room with Dogpack BJ, Jake, and the runner-up. Who you letting live? All of them, because I would shoot myself. Rex is like, correct. Hell yeah. All right, let me pull up Willy's video. Oh, and that latest video by Rosanna with Dogpack in it. Oh my God. She is so corny, bro. She is so corny. Ugh, how do you live with yourself?
DV related.
Okay, shut up. Alright. I'm scared to watch it. Oh, what? The Rosanna Pansino one? It's corny. It's super corny. I watched it and I was like, girl, what are you doing? Ma'am, this is not for you. Just bake a cake, okay? That's what you're good at. Bake a cake. Obviously, you're not good at drama, and obviously, you're not good at hide and seek. Bake a cake. Oh, yeah, I see Adam and Rosanna team. Ugh, she charmed him. I mean, I heard she's a nice lady, but she's obviously crazy. I just keep my mouth shut. Listen, Adam's grown. He can like whoever he wants to like. Listen, he's best friends with Kat Timbarge. I can't stand her. Purple Paw Prince is like, step away from the tea. Alright, so, yeah, let me, because we're just doing the video. I don't have to zoom in on everything. Let me fix this real quick. Sorry, we're gonna have an OCD moment. Oh my God, I am a witch. I got that almost perfect the first time. Let's go. Okay, so this is Willie Mac's video, and it is named MrBeast Criminal Cult of Predators Abusing Employees and Dog Pack Slander with a skull emoji. New information! Alright, put a 1 in the chat if you're ready to get this started. While I set up the speed. and the closed captions. You know, it's Willy, and I want to give him a hard time, so I'm going to go magenta. There we go. We're gonna make Willy speak in pink today. Because it's Willy Mac and he deserves it. Alright, let's get started.
MrBeast is YouTube's biggest creator turned villain.
Do you want a heart to save your life? Or do you want a MrBeast rap Tesla?
I would literally kill myself for a Tesla.
Good boy.
That now has lawsuits for harassment, causing psychological damage, pain.
Okay, I have to admit, speaking of a Tesla, every time I see a damn picture of Nick's car, it makes me want a Tesla. Now, this is coming from a person that was raised in a family, or at least my grandfather. My grandfather got mad at me at the first brand new car I ever bought because it was a 4-cylinder. And the reason why he got mad at me, because it was 4 cylinders. Because to him, you buy 6 cylinders or more. And I feel like if I bought an EV car, that he would roll over in his grave and come and haunt me. But I kind of like the look of the Cybertruck. I'm not gonna lie. And by the time I could probably get one, they'll be cheap. Yes, I am yesifying Willy. 100% I am yesifying Willy. Don't hate. Well, Meaden, here's a problem with a V8 right now. Gas is really, really, really expensive here. Oh, dear Lord, those things are... But no, a Cybertruck is not that... Okay, listen. Listen, all right? Think about it, all right? I can get the pink wrap with, like, the cute little, like, silver dust flakes in it. You know what I'm saying? Can't you see me rolling around in a hot pink with a silver, like, little dust flakes on it? A hot pink freaking Cybertruck? I'm just saying. What's up, Luna? How you doing? Pink wrap Cybertruck, I'm stealing your tires. You're welcome. Listen, y'all gonna leave my Cybertruck alone. You see the color of this writing? That's what color Cybertruck I want. Y'all are haters. Y'all are haters. Y'all hating assholes. Every single one of y'all. And when I get my pink Cybertruck, okay, y'all are going to see so many pictures on Twitter, you'll probably block me so you don't have to see them anymore. Amber said, nope, it don't matter how much gay you add to it, it's still butt ugly. Oh God. Damn right. I'm gonna reach out and grab my inner Trisha Paytas and pinkify a Cybertruck. Absolutely. I want to do the same thing to a Jeep. I want a pink Jeep so bad. I've always wanted a pink Jeep. Okay, y'all can't throw the water bottle at me, okay? All right, that's not how that works. I'm the one with the water bottle. Y'all are not allowed to throw the water bottle at me. No, when my husband pays off this Jeep, we're probably going to get me we're probably going to get another new car, but I don't know what I'm getting. You know what? Honestly, my new car is probably going to be an old car. Because there is actually, all right, in all seriousness, there's an old 4Runner style that I like. And I'm thinking about going with that. I'm kind of getting tired of the Camry. So. Alright, let's go.
For contestants' therapy. Many challenges involve children, and there's even allegations of him harboring multiple predators and protecting them.
These are some very serious allegations. MrBeast team, they are denying these allegations.
They're gonna reach out to me and say they want me to say it was consensual.
As well as many other allegations such as rigging competitions, faking videos, illegal lotteries, charity scams, and causing obesity.
If you get a soda, it's over 2,000 calories.
I am so sick of these people. Okay, listen. I don't care about the food stuff. As long as he's not actually poisoning people and he's doing no more in his food that he is promoting than everybody else does, I do not care. Stop using that as a point against MrBeast. You're losing the plot.
Calories for one meal. Poor diet and especially excessive sugar consumption is the #1 cause of death and health problems in America, including some of the health problems that MrBeast claims to care so much about.
Some of this stuff is stupid, but other parts paint a dark picture that demands an answer. This is a complicated subject where criticism can be applied to everybody. MrBeast is seriously in the wrong. Dogpack pushed false allegations, which is wrong.
There's allegedly domestic violence charges that were filed against him, and I say allegedly because it turns out there's a lot of people in North Carolina named James Warren who assault their girlfriends, I guess.
You should have never opened your mouth. You should have, unless you had proof, you should have never opened your mouth. You should have just pushed that off to the side. Bro.
Yes. This guy Googled a name and ran a story to over 3 million people without confirming that's the same guy. The lack of common sense hurts my head. I need Z-Biotic pre-alcohol to get through this.
Okay, Willy Mac. You tried it. Although I will say, his segue to it was really good, as usual. But Willy Mac's not getting paid on my show. Okay? Listen, my little shit nephew is not getting paid on my show. Alright? Just saying.
Kiss my ass, kiss my ass.
The predator ring allegations is something that has spiraled out of control for MrBeast. Nobody knows what's true and what's not. Here is the full story. It all broke with MrBeast's friend, former roommate Chris Tyson, buying Lolly from Shadman and hanging on the wall of their room. Lolly is sexualized drawings of minors. Chris was known to have had this for years, but criticism really didn't come until the public went after Dr. Disrespect. This was seen as exceptionally bad because this Lolly was drawn by Shadman, someone who drew real-life depictions of minors. Someone asked, can you draw Keemstar's daughter giving head to Trump? And Shadman replies, I'll do it if Trump wins. This took place in 2016, and Shad followed through on that promise.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And the bestie, Cope and Steve, they made a list, which they could have structured it better, but I think overall it was a good point in showing that after the hate for Keemstar was so bad that people who were obviously in that community at that time still supported Shadman after November of 2016 when he drew Keemstar's daughter like that, and after he drew Lieutenant Corbus, and after he drew this girl right here. So
Shadman would depict the actress in the Logan movie getting raped. Old social media messages from Chris would then surface. Why would you use your headset for anything other than VR Lolly gang rape porn? This is coming from a guy who owns a Shadman drawing as the centerpiece of his living room.
Yes.
Chris would tweet out the Lolly, bonus fidget spinners to really throw in some extra autism. Chris adamantly supporting and buying Lolly from a guy drawing real-life depictions of minors is insane. A major red flag at the least, but it gets worse. Chris was messaging an alleged minor kiss emojis, calling them dad. This led to Chris deleting their entire Snapchat. Chris set up a hentai bot and was tagging minors. Here's Chris posting porn. Chris was 21 years old here, by the way.
Yep, he was posting porn in that Discord that was full of minors. Wood chipper. 100%. Yeah, exactly, Amber. See, that's the thing. Amber's like, I can't stand Keem, but that was messed up, right? 100%. Because when it boils down to it, forget Keem is Keem. Look at it like, how would you feel if that was your daughter drawn? An 8-year-old child. You know? How would you feel if that was your child? But it was cool to hate on Keem because he was in the middle of getting canceled. I believe that was during the grade A, under A, and Leafy thing. So it was acceptable. It was okay. We hate Keem. Listen. there are people in this space that I cannot stand. And quite honestly, if they got hit by a bus, I would shrug my shoulders and go, okay, so what did you have for breakfast? However, if they had children and their children was drawn like that, I would fight for their child. Because if anything, children are innocent in that. I would 100%, I would fight for their child. Because no child gets asked to be done like that. None. Exactly, leave the kids alone. Yep, exactly, Amber. So...
There is no defending this. Nah, it doesn't do gay for some reason, but literally everything is allowed there, so go for it. At Chris, I want your penis. Chris replies, you can have it right now. Nice shot, Pickle. He's behind you. Ah ha ha ha, so there was barbecue sauce on my titties? Pump me, f*** me. Daddy better make me come. Even-
Why? Why? Why is that? Why was that acceptable? Bro, what? In Discord with minors? Bruh, nah.
Even the most favorable interpretation of this all just being edgy jokes, it's still extremely inappropriate. Chris is posting porn to minors. Now it's
okay, here's my thing. You can do edgy jokes, but that, to me, is not an edgy joke. That right there is taking it way too fucking far. And it's not an edgy joke by putting porn and hentai and stuff like that, links to that stuff, or even links to Shadman himself in a Discord full of minors. That's disgusting. That's not an edgy joke to me. Wood chipper. That's all I'm going to say. As the famous Chris the Narc says, wood chipper.
At some point, this Discord would be scrubbed and it would become the official MrBeast server with Jimmy in it. It would still be weird. Chris says, MrBeast joins in to comment on my penis size. I love it. Here's Chris linking to Shadman's Lolly website. Here's the real MrBeast joining the conversation about Chris's penis size, while minors are all over the Discord. Here, Chris posts a picture that seems to be Danielle Bergoli, saying she's only 14? Damn. What did you think she was? 16 is legal in some states. If she's 14, I'm 14. This was seemingly confirmed by clicking the attachment and it linking to Danielle Bergoli's Wikipedia. I want to be clear, this was MrBeast's server. I don't believe for a second he didn't know Chris was talking like this. He needs to give a statement.
I actually agree with that. You can't tell me MrBeast didn't know how Chris was. Honestly. You can't tell me that MrBeast didn't know how Chris was. I actually do believe he knew how Chris was. You know. Donna Lee, the way I screamed, what, in my kitchen, my little brother ran. Damn, Donna! Why are you scaring the little brother? What's wrong with you? Somebody had to have at least told him if he didn't see it firsthand. True. I agree with that, Amber. I listen. Hindsight's 2020. Maybe MrBeast tried to ignore the red flags, but you can't tell me the red flags were not there. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me he didn't know the red flags weren't right there. You know. So.
I don't think firing Chris is enough. Chris would tweet, I would like to apologize for my past behavior or comment. If it hurt or offended anyone, it was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we mutually decided that it's best that I permanently step away from all things MrBeast. I want to add that I never groomed anyone. To lump these two factors together, that my behavior extended beyond bad edgy jokes, is disgusting, and it did.
Luna, you have good, eat. I hope you have good food. Me says, weren't they living in the same house where Chris and the Shadman art were on the wall? Yes, they were living in the same house. You saw like two pictures. The two pictures I've seen, MrBeast was in the same room as the Shadman art being on the wall. So, yeah, in the living room. Thank you, Mimi.
did not happen. I learned that my humor is not acceptable. Your old humor was fine if it was with and about adults, but it wasn't. MrBeast would give a statement more so saying he fired her than it was this mutual stepping away. Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Chris Tyson's behavior online, and I'm disgusted and appalled by such unacceptable acts. But again, you own the server this happened in. You recorded videos from the same room the Lolly was hanging in. I don't believe him. Jimmy goes on about how he hired a third party to investigate misconduct in the company and removed Chris from the company completely. This would blow up even more when a former MrBeast employee named Dogpack would say that everybody in the company knew that Chris was a risk to children.
People have internally known at the company that, like, Chris is kind of a potential minors attracted person, and the company protects her, or they were protecting her, and they protected her as long as they could. Jimmy knew, everyone knew. So it's a mess when, like, MrBeast contestants are being exposed to, like, minor attracted persons and the company's protecting them. You know, encouraging, like, almost children simping for these people.
Dogpack would try to expose that multiple higher-ups at the MrBeast company would be predators, with one being on the registry. This is Jake Weddle, another former MrBeast employee's testimony.
I heard.
Oh, God, Jake Weddle. Oh, he drives me. Jake Weddle. Like, there's a little competition running in my head between Dogpack and Jake Weddle. Okay? And the little competition is, who's going to win the prize as the person that I think is the most retarded? Jake Weddle or Dogpack? And sometimes Dogpack gets in the lead, and then Jake Weddle does a dumbass Instagram post or a dumbass video. And then Dogpack puts something out or goes on somebody's stream, and then he goes into the lead. It literally is a race in my head for the most retarded. Swear to God. They both drive me insane.
You know, people have been let go for sexually assaulting some very young people.
The person that Jake Weddle is accusing, by the way, goes by Delaware.
Well, there was a known sex offender, registered sex offender, convicted sex offender, on the registry and everything, who worked there.
1 to 11 years old. I'm gonna blur some of the information because he was 16 when he committed the crime. This was known by Chris Tyson, who posted this information, which makes people like me certain that Jimmy knew. If you were making a company that targets children, why are you hiring an offender that went after a prepubescent child? It would
Yeah, I'm sorry. Bruh. And I don't understand what circumstance that it would have been okay to hire that person. The only thing that could be an excuse is that you didn't know. So then we have to sit here and ask, you don't do background checks? The fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with you then?
later be confirmed that Jimmy knew by Delaware's brother-in-law, Jake the Viking. Here's the truth. Yes, Delaware is my brother-in-law. He is a registered sex offender. When he was 21, a 16-year-old girl accused him and others of SA when she was 11. Delaware took the plea deal. That's why there was no jail time, but he still had to register. Before being hired, Delaware sat down with Jimmy and Sue, Jimmy's mom, and explained to them everything. So
I'm sorry. No. You're running a channel that your fan base is kids. No, don't do that. Jake was honest and I respect it. Yeah, but he also victim blamed in that very same statement, Mimi. He turned around and victim blamed in that same statement. Yeah. He did. Because, women cry wolf all the time. Or something like that. I don't remember the direct quote, but it was like crying wolf or something. Yeah, he victim blamed the would have been 11 at the time it happened, but the 16-year-old that came out about it. Yeah.
Yes, Jimmy knew. But again, this incident happened in 2010. Delaware was hired in 2017/18. He was reluctant to be in the video because of the charges. That's why he wore a mask. Now, I understand that Delaware was a minor when he committed the crime, and if he wanted to work in retail or construction, I'd be cool with it. Not on the MrBeast brand.
Exactly.
That centers around selling chocolate.
Exactly. Listen, nobody's saying he can't have a job so he can eat, okay? First, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying that. However, He should not be working in the capacity of children when he is on the registered offenders list. Hello? No, that's not how that works.
To children. He allegedly met up with an underage fan at his house. The formal onboarding document was leaked by former MrBeast employees, and in it, Jimmy admittedly met up with an underage.
Unfortunately, I met Delaware IRL. Now, you know the funny part about this? This person tried to take it back and say, yeah, I never met him. Wait a minute. We got you caught in where you already said you met him. Wait a minute. You can't take that back. What's wrong with you?
Fan at his house. The formal onboarding document was leaked by former MrBeast employees, and in it, Jimmy admits,
I'd say the average MrBeast viewer is a teenage memer that likes video games.
if your audience is primarily minors, you can't have someone that feels like they need to wear a mask to hide from their criminal past of assaulting a prepubescent minor. Crazy that even needs to be said.
He'll be in videos. He'll be in thumbnails. He'll be around. And whenever he is, he's wearing a mask. Why would you wear a mask? Why would you conceal your face? It's like, what are you concealing? That you are a registered sex offender? How much more can you literally cover up a sex offender? With a physical mask? Like, do I have to... Is it more on the nose?
MrBeast looking past Chris and giving him way too much of the benefit of the doubt, I sort of have sympathy for. They were roommates, good friends, and in his onboarding document, he even says, Chris was the first subscriber, someone Jimmy found funny as they're homies. With Delaware, I don't get it at all. Now, Delaware hasn't worked at MrBeast in years, but it's still worthy criticism. We still need an explanation. How do you...
I agree. I think that's one of the things that MrBeast needs to come out and say something about. And he also needs to say something about Chris Tyson, because I'm sorry, you can't tell me that MrBeast did not see the red flags with Chris Tyson early on. You can't tell me he didn't see it. I think he needs to talk about those 2 points. What's up, Blake?
You know this guy's history and go, yeah, he's a complete liability. Just make him wear a mask. Are you insane? But this is where the allegations start to go sideways. All journalistic ethics go out the window. Most of the criticism of MrBeast comes from Dogpack404, who leverages his time working at MrBeast to give himself credibility. If he works for MrBeast, he must know these claims are true, but just can't speak up because of NDAs. The allegations has to do with James Warren.
So quick.
Now, apparently, from what Willy is saying, they are tearing him up. Apparently, from what Willy's saying, they are tearing him up in the comment section of this video, and it's because of Dogpack, okay? And of course, they're trying to say that Willy is, what's Dogpack's favorite line? That Willy is paid opposition. We're all paid opposition because we find Dogpack untrustworthy. Dogpack came out with a lot of good stuff that needs to be discussed and we need to hear from MrBeast about. But then again, he also went on tangents and he acted like he worked there longer than what he actually did. Like, bruh.
Know these claims are true, but just can't speak up because of NDAs. The allegations has to do with James Warren.
So quick profile on James Warren. He's Jimmy's cousin and secret CEO, and I say secret because, you know, they're not very open about that fact.
This secret CEO has allegations ranging from yelling in the office to domestic abuse, animal abuse, fraud.
From what I've heard of James Warren's character, how he's hit ex-girlfriends, not let them leave the house, beat his dog, defrauded people in his own ways. I heard that he's very aggressive. I've heard him referred to as a psychopath who screams at people and hits his girlfriends.
I've heard. Okay, listen. You need proof when you say stuff like that. You need proof. Meaden says, paid opposition, now it makes sense why you're thinking of getting a Cybertruck, Xylie. Shush, Meaden. Shush, okay? Don't worry about how I make my extra money. All right? Listen, be quiet. Be quiet. Don't be snitching on me, Meaden. And I swear to God, if I see a comment, and I'm going to go ahead and call it out now. If I see a comment underneath from one of these people who are going crazy under anybody who talks bad about Dogpack, oh, so you're buying a Cybertruck? No wonder, you're on that MrBeast payroll. Don't you think I'd have more subscribers if I was on that MrBeast payroll? I'm just saying. I'm throwing that out there, okay? Exactly, CIA. Is Xylie's being paid by Mr. Beast and I'm the CEO of Nintendo. Exactly.
There's allegedly domestic violence charges that were filed against him. And I say allegedly because it turns out there's a lot of people in North Carolina named James Warren who assault their girlfriends, I guess. So I'm still having people look into these cases.
I'm sorry, but what? He's got an anonymous text message saying James Warren is a psychopath abuser and found a court case with a guy named James Warren, but he's not sure if it's even the same guy.
It turns out there's a lot of people in North Carolina named...
KJ Wars 85. Thank you for being a member for 15 months. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
James Warren.
Well, then maybe you should figure that out before posting it online. He says he's been using a YouTuber named Surprise Witness to verify these claims.
I'm still having people look into these cases, specifically.
And guess who found? Guess who found out that that case wasn't James Warren? Cope and Seed did, I believe. They did the thread on it.
That Surprise Witness on YouTube, she's been super helpful in like behind the scenes, just submitting freedom of information requests and just helping me out a lot in general. She's super nice, super smart.
But even she says it's not the same guy.
I did look into this, and I went into it thinking he had done that, okay? I went into it thinking he did it, and I'm just gonna have to find the paperwork. But suffice it to say that I do not think that the case number that is associated with this picture right here, and I told Dawson this, and that's why he said this in the video, I do not think that this particular case is the same James Warren, for many reasons.
So she told Dogpack that this wasn't the same James Warren, and he still put it in the video. Why? Well, because he got an anonymous text message. That's the level of research that goes into his video.
Ooh. You know how many anonymous tips I get and I look at them and I scoff? I'm like, bro, that's nothing. You want me to look into something that sounds like literally nothing? What, somebody was mean to you? What? Huh?
When asked why he would go forward with unverified allegations, he said that it would take 2 weeks to verify them, and that was just too long, I guess. Just too long to wait for these life-ruining allegations.
We found the exact James Warren, and I had people run a background check on him. It's just that there's 6 court cases, which could be traffic violations, could be DV related, but it doesn't say on the public registry what it is. So you have to submit a freedom of information request, which then takes like 2 weeks. So that's the real reason.
Oompaville isn't the least bit critical.
I just showed like more corroborating testimony. I mean, this.
Yeah, Oompaville, that was, I don't know. I feel like that interview Oompaville did wasn't very good. I'm gonna be honest. What's up, Zaint?
This testimony, I feel like the disclaimers were pretty clear and like they were genuine, like it is allegedly.
Also, when you can, look at the James Warren domestic violence case against his ex-girlfriend. He apparently abused her for months before she filed charges. This person is alleging that there was a domestic violence case against James Warren. It's now up to you to verify those claims. He doesn't. Bro, you haven't even found the charges. Dogpack again confirms that he didn't want to wait for the freedom of information request. He just goes forward with it.
You have to submit a freedom of information request, which then takes like 2 weeks. So that's the real reason.
So Dogpack couldn't wait 2 weeks before blasting this guy with allegations. But remember, he's an anonymous employee. He probably knows something that we don't. Well, he worked there like a month, so no, not at all. Dogpack would later go on Twitter admitting he was wrong about the whole thing. Who could have seen that coming? If only you waited a little bit longer.
Wow. Amazing, right?
I still have some freedom of information request out, but an alleged current MrBeast employee reached out to give me their side of the story. So you still haven't confirmed if they work there? That's alleged too? Everything with this guy is alleged. Oh, I heard this from someone.
I heard he got in trouble. I heard that's what I heard too.
He continues, I think this person is mistaken with a lot of details, but I now believe the James Warren domestic violence case that circulated in the office was most likely the wrong James Warren. Of course, none of my sources knew that, and Dogpack is not clear about how many anonymous sources there are or where we're getting the information from. Is it these same people? In the text messages, the employee says, oops, sorry, alleged employee. People know about this, but as far as I know, it's not true. One day we did a Google search in the office to check, but nothing. The originator of the rumors was Jimmy's ex-girlfriend, Maddie Spitell. She's a wine drunk and always wanted to gossip on set. She told me a lot, but everyone has to be nice to her because she was dating Jimmy. If you can't tell by now, MrBeast is filled with gossip rumors and toxic crap. The employee continues by saying Dogpack's anonymous source was there when we Googled James Warren's case, but that domestic case was another James Warren. Jokes were made, but it wasn't him. Dogpack
Zaint, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Just celebrating, keep on keeping it real, Xylie. Thank you, Zaint. I appreciate that.
excuses this easily avoidable mistake by saying, I tried multiple times to get in touch with the person who allegedly found the charges before making my video, and I did not get a response. I should have waited for my freedom of information request. However, I was clear in my video that they were just allegations of charges. No, you actually made very clear that they need to fire James Warren right now.
Fire James Warren and LaQuia Hill. Fire them. Don't just move them around. Or I'm going to start dropping nukes.
Just because you say the word...
You know, here's the bad thing about this. Dogpack's head has inflated so much off of the subscribers he has gained, off of everybody who wants to talk to him, the shows he has gone on. I feel like Dogpack is getting exactly what he wanted. He wanted a level of internet fame. And wouldn't you be internet infamous if you were the main person that took down MrBeast? Rex says, why does he say that shit like like Trump? True, he does. His ego has gotten incredibly big, and I don't like that. And with the audience that he's wielding, these people believe him blindly. They blindly believe him, and that can be scary. That can be very, very scary. Lockwood says, I think he wants credit without doing the work, just like Mama Max. You know what, Lockwood? I normally don't like comparisons, but I think you're actually right on that one. Yeah, I agree with that statement. I do agree with that statement. I agree.
Alleged before making life-ruining accusations doesn't mean it's an okay thing to do. It just prevents you from getting sued for defamation. He continues to justify what he did by saying, I'm not a professional journalist or investigator. My goal is to bring credible allegations to light. You don't have to be a professional journalist to know that this was reckless. This would be completely unacceptable for any commentary channel to do. So what does Dogpack do with his nearly 3 million view video calling a guy a dog-beating, domestic partner abusing fraud? He keeps it up. The pinned comment states, I'm very confident everything in this video will age well. Only then, if you click read more, he gives the update that he's most likely wrong about James Warren. This was Dogpack's biggest mistake.
Amazing. Take the video down, bro. Take it down. Delete it. Get rid of it. We've all got it downloaded, so I mean, you know, it's no big deal. Delete it. It's not lost media. We all have it on our hard drives.
But there's other things that come off as incredibly sloppy. Dogpack finds out that James Warren was a partner for a company that was committing fraud.
James Warren was the former COO of acquisitions of a real estate investment firm, which is one of the businesses listed in this indictment of his former business partner, Joshua Hutchins, who was sentenced to 10 years in prison. In fact, he's actually mentioned in the court transcripts of this case. She testifies, I came to know Mr. Hutchins through a very reputable and successful real estate attorney who highly recommended Mr. Hutchins and who eventually left his agency to become the chief operating officer of Mr. Hutchins' investment firm,
which was James Warren.
She testifies, my trust was and has been severely violated. This is the equivalent of financial. Many of us entrusted Mr. Hutchins, who we've come to know to be fraudulent.
Now, this indictment is against Mr. Hutchins, not James Warren, because there isn't enough evidence that James knew. Yet Dogpack still incriminates him, even though the courts don't.
And I told him I could not take the risk. He and James Warren, the then realtor, stated, oh, real estate. She goes on to describe how they presented it as a safe investment opportunity for her, and then James Warren's business partner defrauded her of $1.3 million. Now, can I claim definitively that James Warren was aware of the fraud that was taking place and willingly complicit in helping Mr. Hutchins defraud old ladies? No. But from what I've heard of James...
Then if you can't, then don't say it. Don't say that he was... And yes, Llama, you are right. Allegedly doesn't protect defamation. Reckless regard for the truth is still a thing. Yes, it is.
James Warren's character, how he's hit ex-girlfriends, not let them leave the house, beat his dog.
None of that is confirmed in any way.
I personally believe that when he was working with Mr. Hutchins, he was in similar company. I think the COO of acquisitions would know and be sort of responsible for properties not being properly acquired through the court system.
But why didn't the prosecution go after him too?
Moon, he does not look 57. Stop. Stop. You're getting way too petty where it's ridiculous. Stop. He does not look 57. He looks like a young kid. He looks like early 20s. I think commentary would have respected him much more if he made a 5-minute video with what he 100% rather than try and pad a video with baseless allegations and moronic opinions. Yeah, no, I agree, Talon. Yeah, he looks like a young, dumb kid. Exactly. He really does. He acts like one, too. He talks like one. No, I don't think he's in his 30s. I think he's in his 20s. I believe he's in his 20s.
Too. Bro, you have to think. Do you think the prosecution was just being nice to James? This guy sees an accusation that can be made, and he just makes it. Another great example is LaQuoya Hill.
In late 2021, he was allegedly fired for sexually assaulting his assistant. Now, I put fired in quotation marks because he was actually quietly moved to the dubbing company, which was Unilingo at the time.
The evidence that LaQuoya got fired for this is more anonymous text messages. LaQuoya is gay, not that it really matters for this story.
He was actually brought back to MrBeast in 2023 after sexually assaulting his assistant prior and promoted to chief financial officer, which is how I personally was introduced to him. Testimony from former MrBeast employees talking about LaQuoya Hill.
The testimony. I heard LaQuoya acted inappropriately with redacted, booking hotel rooms with one bed, walking around in his underwear, showing off sex toys. They say he was fired for this and moved to the dubbing company. Employee 2 corroborates that LaQuoya sexually harassed someone, was moved to another company, and brought back. Employee number 3 agrees. This allegation has 3 different employees all corroborating the same story, meaning that there's probably some legitimacy to it. But then you get to employee number 4. LaQuoya sexually assaulted multiple people, apparently roofied multiple people as well. So this went from sexual harassment to a full-on rape accusation. If nobody else is claiming that he roofied people, your only source isn't even confident, then you probably shouldn't go forward with it until you get more confirmation.
Exactly. So now we need to know about this LaQuoya Hill stuff because there's so many accusations out there. What's up with that? You know what I mean? Like, what's up with that? Like, can we get an explanation on that one, please? Please.
Dogpack would admit in a recent interview that he had a statement saying the relationship with LaQuoya and his assistant was consensual, and that the internal report agreed with.
Amber Chick, you are evil. Put the hoodie back on and wash your hair, please. Amber, you know we are getting oil. Oh my God. You know we are getting old when we look at particular things like that and go, okay, listen, this is what I need you to do first. Take a shower, clean up the hair, wash the hair, please style it before you take the hoodie off. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Other employees confirmed the internal report happened.
Started messaging me about the LaQuoya stuff, saying that it was consensual. And what I found out from other people is that when they did the internal investigation at MrBeast, they determined it was consensual.
So this guy could be platforming 2 false allegations because he's not properly venting. Dogpack going about it this way diminishes and draws speculation of what should be insane news. The MrBeast company moved and hired back a sexual harasser. Dogpack would try and justify his unsubstantiated rape claims to Nicholas Diorio by posting unsubstantiated pedo claims, saying, if the only claims was roofies, I would have not included it. He then links a screenshot of an anonymous source claiming they have paid money to keep kids he abused silent. Most were underage.
Bro, that is an accusation that you need facts on. Oh my God. What?
Isn't that how all kids work? They have to be underage? I don't even get it. Nick asks, now he kids, LMAO. Dogpack replies, I downplayed the whole LaQuoya thing in my video, if anything. I make it seem like there's only one victim. Nick has to spell it out for him. Dude, that's a completely new allegation. And Dogpack admits, yeah, I don't believe it, so I didn't post it. So then why are you posting it in Nick's DMs to justify a claim? Saying, I know he has multiple victims, I don't know about rape. Then why is it in your video? And just now, Dogpack did an interview where he claims that he talked to the victim and that they're trying to get hush money.
I've spoken to the victim, but the victim was trying to get hush money, and which I supported fully. MrBeast, I guess, wanted was for him to say it was consensual, and
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Wait.
Talk to the victim and that they're trying to get hush money.
I've spoken to the victim, but the victim was trying to get hush money, and which I supported fully.
Wait a minute. That doesn't sit very well with me. And I'm going to tell you why. The one thing about hush money is you take the money and you don't say anything. And if something bad happened to where you took that hush money, you are opening it up for more victims in the future. If that happened, of course. So we're supporting hush money? I mean, the whole thing is to expose MrBeast. So hush money does not fix a problem. Moonwalker, an NDA does not cover anything criminal. Harlequin says, Lord Jesus, he's making this so easy for Jimmy. Kind of, yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that he's trying to quote unquote expose MrBeast, but he's totally okay with hush money. Now listen, I'm okay with a quote unquote victim not wanting to tell their story. It is up to them when, where, and why they want to talk about their story, no matter what. All right? It is up to them if they want to say something about that. No one should force it, and no one should come out with somebody else's story that they are not okay with. All right? But I'm also not, I don't know, man. Hush money is, bruh. You're supposed to be trying to take down MrBeast and you're okay with hush money? I don't know. That seems slimy to me.
MrBeast, I guess, wanted was for him to say it was consensual, and I have a recorded phone call with him where he's talking about that. I mean, you'd have to, like, distort his voice and everything to use that.
So, you were right. They are going to come to that. They're going to reach out to me and say they want me to say it was consensual.
The victim's friend has now come forward and corroborates that they were drugged and raped.
The interaction with LaKoya was non-consensual. It's hard to consent when the person was being drugged without their knowledge.
So then why wasn't this information in Dogpack's original claims? Well, because he didn't have the information yet. He admits he just got lucky.
I posted that video with the roofie allegation. I was like, I'm not so sure. I went on Oopaville's channel and I was like, I wasn't sure about that one. And then people had reached out to me, and it was actually consistent with certain victims' stories, I guess, from people close to
Oh my God. Okay, wait. Let's finish this segment, and I'm gonna say what just hit me.
Victim.
So he's slinging everything he gets at the wall and hoping it leads to more information. It's reckless because this is the internet. These names will be tainted forever whether they're proven innocent or guilty. But it is kind of working. I just think you probably could have gotten this testimony without overstepping your knowledge and going forward with allegations that weren't backed by anyone else. I'm gonna let Nick remind everybody just how little tangible evidence Dogpack had.
You know what's really f***ed about this? Is so much of this stuff is based off of office testimony. And now this guy has to confront the harsh reality that the water break conversations at MrBeast aren't always accurate information, even if a lot of sources are coming to tell you the same thing. The way he talks about LaKoya Hill is the same way he talked about James Warren. Well, a ton of employees corroborated the fact that James Warren was charged.
There's allegedly...
Okay. Put your tinfoil hats on for a second. All right? I kind of feel like Dogpack is setting himself up to be the fall guy. And the sad thing is I don't think he realizes that. Because he's the one going out there and making all these claims, not doing the research behind it or anything. He's throwing all these claims out there. So he's the one that can get sued by MrBeast or anyone else. Like, James Warren could possibly sue him. LaKoya Hill could possibly sue him if everything's unfounded. He's setting himself up to be a fall guy. And I don't know if he realizes that. So he's the paid op? No. No, Moon. He's the sucker. He's the mark. He's the dumbass willing to go online and say it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's the dumbass that's willing to go online and say it. And he's being malicious about it.
The domestic violence charges that were filed against him.
Ooh.
It's bad because if you remember, James Warren was never actually charged. In a leaked email...
Yes, Mater. Oh my God. Mater, I love you. I absolutely love you, Mater. You and I are like on the same wavelength. He's the Leroy Jenkins. Yes. He is literally the Leroy Jenkins of this get rid of Mr. Beast movement. He really is. He is dressed up in his white knight gear with his sword up in the air and go, Leroy Jenkins! It goes in there and then they get obliterated. Yeah. Yeah, he's the Leroy Jenkins of this whole movement. Yeah, he thinks he's tanking. He's not doing very well.
At MrBeast, written by Jimmy, leaked. It was done on purpose. On August 7th, due to the Chris Tyson drama, MrBeast hired a law firm to do an investigation on company culture and allegations of inappropriate behavior. This led to several people being replaced, including LaKoya, who was their COO. So it seems like there was some truth behind these allegations. Dogpack's biggest bombshell is that LaKoya may still be working for MrBeast. They just moved him to the dubbing department.
So they did what I wanted and let him go, right? Well, just on a whim, I decided to look into the Creator Global LinkedIn, and it had gone private. I reached out to one of my connections close to MrBeast and I said, hey, can you look into this account for me? And this is what they saw. LaKoya Hill, listed as the current president at Creator Global.
This absolutely needs an explanation from Jimmy. So when it comes to the Mr.
I agree. I think LaKoya Hill needs to be discussed by MrBeast. And we need to know what's going on with LaKoya Hill and his allegations. And if these allegations have some kind of merit, then why is LaKoya Hill still working for you? And if these allegations have no merit, where's the proof? And we also need proof of the allegations. You see the problem with the story? No one has an answer for a damn thing that they're talking about. No one. MrBeast doesn't have answers. Dogpack and crew, they don't have answers. Nobody has answers to this shit. So so what commentators are supposed to do, they're supposed to take the word of all these psychos running around talking about allegations that they have no proof of. We're supposed to eat this stuff up and say, oh my God, yes, you're right. MrBeast is evil. He has these evil people working with him. But where's the proof of the evil people? Where is the proof? I need the proof. He's evil. MrBeast is evil. And you have to agree with us that he's evil. I'm putting that, you know what? I'm putting that in the title somehow. I'm working in evil in the title. We have to. It's a thing now. Xylie proof not found.exe. True! True!
MrBeast Predator Ring, these are the verdicts. Chris Tyson, who made inappropriate jokes and comments with minors, who posted and Lolly to minors, actively supported guy who drew Lolly of real minors, and actively hung Lolly art on his wall, which Jimmy knew about for years. The evidence is the messages, the mods, and the videos. Totally guilty. We have Delaware, who essayed a 1 to 11-year-old when they were 16. He was convicted for this, and MrBeast knew but didn't care. The evidence is from 2 nameable high-profile MrBeast employees, and a public record. Totally guilty. And then we have LaKoya Hill, who probably didn't touch kids, but does have first-hand allegations of drugging and rape from the victim. And according to several anonymous employees, he at the least sexually harassed his assistant, and was moved around the company, but never officially fired. The victim also claims that hush money is on the table.
They're not gonna come to that. They're gonna reach out to me and say they want me to say it was consensual.
He's still right now.
I need some sort of line of. I need somebody competent. I need someone competent. All right, very competent. Someone that is trusted, and I need somebody to look into this LaKoya Hill thing. I really do. Okay? I need somebody to look into that. Because, yeah. Like, bro. Oh, I know, Mater. I know. I'm also in a group chat with Willy, and he was talking about it.
Now might be working for
We'll take a look at it after this.
A MrBeast owned company. The evidence is Dogpack's anonymous employees and LinkedIn. These are somewhat credible, but are still very much allegations and could still be proven wrong with a response from Jimmy. We'll have to wait and see, but something definitely seems shady. Then there's James Warren, who's been accused of domestic abuse, beating his dog, and fraud. But none of these accusations are coming from primary sources. They're all coming from Dogpack's anonymous sources who have heard of things. In fact, a company rumor of him having domestic charges, when fact-checked, wasn't even the same James Warren. There's also no evidence that James Warren knew of the fraud his former.
Listen, I don't mind anonymous sources. All right? I don't mind anonymous sources when they come with receipts and facts and the shit that they're saying to you. They have things that back up everything they're saying. Okay? I don't mind anonymous sources then. However, I do mind taking anonymous sources just based off the words that they are typing. Now, if you take those words that they are typing and you can find the proof to back up what they're typing, sure, the anonymous source is fine. But I'm not going to just take an anonymous source's word just as the word. This is 2024. This is also the internet. People will say shit just to be evil. Okay? Let's be honest about the situation. People will say shit just to ruin somebody because they can, because it's the internet. Yeah, exactly. Swoop always has anon sources, but with hella proof. That's the main thing, with hella proof. If you want to know what Evil is, go watch my live stream where, my last live stream on Bo Blacks. And you'll understand.
Former business partner committed. He was not charged. These allegations hurt Dogpack's credibility and should not have been made. Now, these three alone are really bad and absolutely shows a pattern of behavior with Jimmy. Jimmy is looking the other way and protecting his friends while knowing these people are a liability to his audience and the company. It's so much worse than I ever thought it would be. But Dogpack is 1 for 2, maybe 3 with his allegations, and has done nothing to fix his 3 million view video. You leaving this up and hiding behind, well, I said allegedly, so who cares? It discredits your own anonymous sources as well as actual credible allegations that—
and allegedly does not protect you from being sued. It does not protect you. It doesn't at all. It's like people who you'll see it with a lot of old school YouTubers, and then you'll see like the newer ones doing it because the old school. It's like putting the copyright thing in the beginning of your video. Like, fair use and copyright, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, if you still don't do it within fair use, you could still get struck, whether you have that up there or not. It doesn't work like that. It absolutely doesn't work like that. If anything, if you put that disclaimer up first and then you don't do the video in fair use, then it shows that you didn't actually read the disclaimer that you put in your own damn video. And you're an idiot. Like, what?
that they've made. Since they're anonymous, they're relying on your credibility to get their story out. Don't let them down.
Oh my God, Dogpack lost all credibility. This allegation was fully debunked. And it's like, well, what's your source for being debunked? Is it my tweet?
He's so cocky here, but meanwhile he's panicking in DMs.
Although public perception has justifiably turned on me, that video accomplished a lot as far as getting more people to come out. I refer everyone to the documentary crew now, since my credibility has obviously tanked, and I will continue to do so when MrBeast responds.
Bro, just fix the video, edit it, and make a retraction. It's so easy.
Oh my God, Dogpack lost all credibility. This allegation was fully debunked. And it's
what did Dogpack think about this? Oh wait, I lost all my credibilities. Oh, Jesus.
MrBeast is currently being sued in a class action lawsuit by 5 contestants from his Amazon show Beast Games. But these are far from the only people that have worked for MrBeast and had issues. There's an entire catalog of people who worked for him, complained online, and got bullied into taking their videos down. Now, some of these people may be lying, but others had valid complaints that I think were ignored. Jake Weddle has claimed mental and physical damage while participating in a MrBeast challenge.
There was a video that came out probably like a year ago, something like that. It got a lot of hot water when it came out. It was the surviving like $10,000 every day you survive in solitary. People don't know that was.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and say this about Jake Weddle. You could have left at any time. They were not holding a gun to your head and making you stay there. You could have left at any time. You're the one that stayed there with that challenge. No one made you. You were not being held hostage. You decided. Your grown-ass self decided to stay there. Bruh. Yeah, he stayed there for the money and blamed it on Jimmy. Exactly, Pigeon Salad. Exactly. That's exactly what he did.
The second attempt. The first attempt was on me. They weren't turning the lights off. You know, I asked them, I said, can we have nighttime hours? And they said no, because it would f up the time lapse shut. I wasn't sleeping. I could not sleep. And I have insomnia problems now. But they might have started there.
Jake only lasted...
Bro, you could have left! You could have left! That was the whole point in the challenge, how much you can take. You could have left. You could have left as soon as you started feeling uncomfortable with it. And as soon as you saw that they weren't doing it, you could have raised a white flag and said, you know what, I am done. The money isn't worth it. You decided to stay there. Bro, get the... Stop. Oh...
11 days, which is not enough time for a proper video, but is also a very long time without proper sleep. In this time, they had him run a marathon for a challenge.
So I look at it run. I don't run, you know, let alone a marathon, let alone have training for it.
You try to say no? Like, did you have a choice, or?
There was so much pressure to just do it, just do the thing, you know, and I...
You're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass man. Put your big boy panties on and suck it up. You're a grown-ass man. You could have told them no.
If I refuse, it's just, well, that's the whole video. I guess the budget's, you know, so much money up in flames because Jake said he wouldn't want to do the thing. I'm running until 3 a.m. All right, I got off the treadmill. Oh, the blisters I had on my feet were like, you wouldn't believe, just all over, just these big red. I couldn't walk. My muscles were like just the lactic acid.
So this guy's sleep deprived, has the worst blisters of his life, and wants to go home. So the production guilt trips him into staying. His mom even backs up his story.
It was brutal, and you called me from there, and. I mean, you did not sound like yourself, and you were talking about how your feet were bloody and blistered and you could barely walk. You were psychologically struggling.
And that's true, but it's also not uncommon for reality TV show producers to lean on contestants to stay in during challenges they don't want to. It makes sense, there's a lot of money on the line. I think Jake is actually providing a good PSA for people who want to do these reality TV show challenges. If you want to leave, you should never feel guilty. It's the fault of the production for not being able to keep you. They do casting calls, make the challenges, and can change the rules whenever they want to make sure they have a usable product. There's a lot that can go wrong when you're doing first-time challenges like this, and if something does, MrBeast needs to face the consequences. But
I agree. And listen, if you're an adult and you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Period. And if they give you shit for saying no, that should honestly give you more momentum to stick your middle finger up in the air and say, fuck you, I ain't doing it, and walk the fuck out. Stop letting people run you.
You got a lot of people focusing on the fact that Jake Weddle is a bit of a goober. Yes, he blew the $110,000 MrBeast gave him for lasting the 11 days in the challenge.
And now, I spent all that money on doing stand-up.
Yes, Jake Weddle had a meltdown on Instagram and looked stupid.
Yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go up to a rape victim and tell them it's their fault next.
Okay.
Whoa! Now this guy's comparing his story to somebody got raped?
Yes, Jake is being silly for wanting the full $300,000 even though he lasted only 11 days. I was kind of shocked for they didn't pay me for the full 25 to 30 days. To make things up, Jimmy offered Jake Weddle the extra $100.
Why would they pay him for the full 30 days when he didn't last the full 30 days? Should he get paid for the 11 days? Yes, I do agree. He should get paid for the 11 days. Because it was $10,000 a day. All right, so I do agree he should get paid for the 11 days. But why should he get paid for the full 30? He wasn't there for 30. Listen, I would have been smart. I would have lasted 5 days. I only need 50 grand. Listen, I only need 50 grand. 50 grand, I'm good. All right? I don't need much.
$90,000, and Jake said no, he only took 50.
Today, hey, I wanted to reach out and say I didn't mean to cause you mental stress with that video, and I apologize. Clearly, it had an effect on you. You mentioned you like to be paid out the rest of the prize money, the other $190,000. I just couldn't take it. Because it's still a mechanism of the game. It's still like the rest of the prize money. That's not what it was about.
I mean, that's literally what you were complaining about in the text messages.
But the other consistent point, rest of the prize money. That's not what it was about.
I mean, that's literally...
I mean, I was kind of shocked they didn't pay me for the full 25 to 30 days. They paid me what I made up to that point. Like, even when we have to pull the plug for my mental health, the mechanism of the game is still at play. I'm just happy to be out. I still can't walk well, but it hurts less. So here you are complaining, bruh. Here you are complaining that you were shocked that you didn't get paid for the full 30 days. But here...
Hey, I wanted to reach out and say I didn't mean to cause you mental stress with that video, and I apologize. Clearly, it had an effect on you. You mentioned you like to be paid out the rest of the prize money, the other $190,000. I just couldn't take it. Because it's still a mechanism of the game. It's still...
But that's exactly what you were complaining about. Oh my... What? Bruh. Oh, dear God. Dear God. Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
Still like the rest of the prize money. That's not what it was about.
I mean, that's literally what you were complaining about in the text messages.
But the other consistent point I was making was when you have no money, it's not a choice, is it? I need that money.
Yes, Jake is stupid for acting like he can't say no because he's broke. Jake, you need to stop acting like being a YouTube contestant is a viable career path.
You know, maybe if I'm nice publicly, I'll have a chance to, come back and do another thing for money, whether that's work or...
Well, whatever you do, please don't do comedy because you suck. You absolutely suck at comedy, so please don't do that. Please, because you're not funny. You try too hard. It comes off desperate, not funny.
For a game, whatever. And that's kind of a weird system to have.
It's not meant to be your job.
But does any of that make it okay for MrBeast staff to guilt Jake with a failed production? To hear that he can't sleep and won't turn off the lights? No, at the end of the day, it's Jimmy's fault. He's getting sued by 5 of the contestants for the same sort of thing. Negligent infliction of emotional distress, sexual harassment is also in here, and although it is unclear what this means and doesn't specify if it was staff or other contestants doing the sexual harassment, it's not good. Now will MrBeast lose this lawsuit? I don't know. Lawyers talk as if it depends on if contestants legally count as employees under California jurisdiction.
These people were competing for $5 million. Are they contestants or are they employees?
You can call them whatever you want to, but if they meet the definition of an employee, it doesn't matter what you title them. Our argument is that they are employees under California law.
The hope, dream, and expectation that you might get a payment is not the same as being an employee. Certainly, I think there's a real legal battle here that the plaintiffs will have to convince a judge that this group who signed on to be part of a show should be considered as employees, not contestants.
If not...
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what to say to what they're saying because I don't know, we're stepping into legality and legal terms, and I'm not sufficient enough in that to say whether they were employees or contestants by definition. I'm going to be honest with you. That's a little bit too rich for my blood to understand what's going on,
Nah, MrBeast might not be legally liable, but does it make the conditions on set okay? Of course not. But we don't even know what the claims are. It could be someone drawing a dick on a whiteboard. We'll just have to wait and see how the story develops, but looking at Jimmy's past history with employees, I could see it. He literally paid for contestants' therapy after the Beast games. Quote, it was that bad. There's also been employees from years ago that have made claims about MrBeast. One employee claims that MrBeast shows up, records his part, and then leaves. It's not even that damning of an accusation.
When you make a YouTube video for your channel, you should, we'll go film your video without you. That's cool, yeah.
MrBeast then goes on drama alert, calls the guy a liar, and brags that he paid for stuff. Not really relevant, Jimmy.
Paid for his plane ticket, his Uber, his hotel for a week, his Uber, and his plane ticket, which he made a 25-minute quote-unquote exposing video on me, but doesn't mention that I spent thousands of dollars getting him here, paid him $750 for 5 days worth of work, which is really good pay. He has all these issues, quote-unquote, but he doesn't say any of them to me while he's here. He doesn't talk to me while he's here. He just bundles it all up so he can make this 25-minute video and blow everything out of proportion when he gets home. I have Crohn's disease, most of you don't know what it is. It was really acting up, so I said, hey, you guys go film the rest of the video. I want to go nap. I gotta take it easy. Now he's making an exposed video like, oh, Mr. Beast doesn't film his own videos. Like, what are you going on about, man?
His employee got ratioed so hard they deleted the video. But then I see Scumbag Dad recount his time working for Mr. Beast, and it sounds pretty dead on.
I mean, I was supposed to be on a Mr. Beast collab. We were gonna do the entire skit without him there. Like, spend one day planning and rehearsing.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Sidebar. Sidebar. I have to do a sidebar for a second. I didn't know she has a podcast. I love her shorts. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. My bad. I love her shorts. Her devil and God shorts. And like she'll do oh my God, the shorts where 24 hours you can do crime or whatever. I didn't know she has a podcast. Late to the party. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm ADHD. Leave me alone. Hold on. Late to the party. I wonder if that's her podcast. I'm guessing that's her podcast. I don't know. Yeah, I love her shorts. Okay, I'm sorry. We're going to continue. My bad. That was a little sidebar moment. ADHD. I squirreled.
We were gonna do the entire skit without him there. Like, spend one day planning and rehearsing and performing the entire skit without him there. And then the next day, he shows up for 10 minutes just like...
Okay, Philosopher says it's California, which has some pretty strict labor laws. Okay. Which has pretty strict labor laws and is home to Hollywood and lots of TV game shows. Seems like they should have employee and contestant well-defined. Maybe, I guess so. I don't know. Philosopher, I really don't know. But you are right. It is the home of a lot of game shows, reality shows, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I mean, I was supposed to be on a Mr. Beast collab. We were gonna do the entire skit without him there. Like, spend one day planning and rehearsing and performing the entire skit without him there. And then the next day, he shows up for 10 minutes just like as a body, like saying the words, and then he leaves to do another project. Like, that's really impersonal. You know, the entire thing is sort of morphed around you. And he's probably like checking a couple boxes. But then when it comes time to actually shoot, he shows up just like an actor. He's told what to say. Here we have da-da-da-da-da. And then they're like, all right, Beast, get out of here. You got like 5 more of these to do.
Here's another one. An intern claims he was flown out to Mr. Beast headquarters. He's got proof of him there. He also has proof that he pitched an obstacle course in the sky.
Mario style, floating obstacle course. Instead of using floating blocks, which is impossible, we will use floating rack hoisted by 4 cranes. Floating rack hoisted 200 feet in the air, start from one platform to another to advance. Safety harness will be eliminated due to the net underneath the platform.
He has drawings on the whiteboard from his pitch. He says this gets approved and they start budgeting.
So I pitched this idea and they absolutely loved it. The budget was originally $1.7 million. That intro alone cost $1.7 million. They've set a date, they set a location, and now they have a new renewed budget for this video. And everything's great. I'm so happy.
But at the end of the day, they don't hire him and they send him home.
Unfortunately, we have decided not to move forward with your candidacy at this time. We really appreciate you coming out and vibing with us. We would consider you for a role like this in the future, but timing isn't quite right.
Okay. See, now that's kind of fucked up. You literally take someone's idea and then, you know, not hire them. That's kind of, I'm going to be honest, I would be salty as shit if that happened to me. No one would do this. Moon, they did do it. It was actually done. What are you talking about? They actually did that challenge. As a matter of fact, wait, was that one the challenge they did with YouTubers, or was that the other one? That challenge was done. So.
And the rest are about receipts.
They never hit him back. And 4 months later, what video comes out on Mr. Beast?
There you go.
I built the most deadly obstacle course in the world.
There you go. There we go.
It was a floating Mario course with swinging hammers. It's 200 feet in the air.
200 feet to the ground.
Held up by cranes, and they use a net instead of a harness.
Also, take your harness off.
No.
If for whatever reason he fails this obstacle course,
he free falls 200 feet into a net.
Mr. Beast's defense that he gave to Dromler wasn't that this guy lied about his pitch, it's that Mr. Beast had cartoon thumbnails as concepts in 2023, since Fall Guys came out. When you think about it for more than a second, this doesn't make any sense. This guy being flown out, pitching his idea, and it coming together to a T is far more compelling evidence than this cartoon AI art.
I do agree with Willy on that. I do agree with Willy on that. This right here doesn't. No, that doesn't compare to what that guy said, especially when they took that guy's idea and did it word for word. I agree with Willy on this one. I do. I agree, because those cartoon drawings has nothing to do with what that guy talked about. No, I agree with Willy on this one.
work. Ty got so much that he had to turn off the comment, even though he's probably right. But then the question is, does Jimmy need to hire someone because he made a good pitch for a video? No, but you should probably compensate him. He slandered him instead.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he should at least be compensated for it. I do agree.
Nobody even wants you here.
Here's a list of things Jimmy is guilty of, but how much it matters is going to vary person to person. Jimmy did illegal lotteries a lot.
They're illegal lotteries where the only way to win a prize is by making a purchase.
In 10 minutes, right, because we gotta give them time to do their cart, we'll give 2 orders $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3 grand in their order. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order.
If you are not the government, you cannot sell something that enters you into a lottery. There has to be some sort of no purchase necessary way to enter. Lawyers have explained this.
If all 3 of these elements are present and the lottery is not regulated, it is likely illegal, because lotteries in the United States are exclusively run by the government.
Now, I don't care about this because most YouTubers don't know it's illegal. This happens on YouTube all the time. Here's Captain Sparkles explaining it.
The way that I found out about illegal lotteries to begin with is because I accidentally did one. I did a charity live stream, and I said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if the people who donate to the charity I'm raising money for could be eligible to win a prize in a giveaway? You can't actually do that. Does this mean that
Yeah, because your giveaways have to be based off of not receiving money. You know, like I did a giveaway, I think when I reached 500 subs or something, but I did that based off of comments in the comment section. And I picked a random comment. You know what I mean? It wasn't have anything to do with whether they paid me a super chat or if they were well, actually I didn't have members back then, so members don't count, but you know, or it didn't matter about a membership or anything like that. It wasn't based off that. It was based off of comments in a comment section. No purchase necessary. You could have not even watched the video, but if I would have picked your comment randomly, you would have won. And I no longer do those because I'm not trying to be in the DMs with anybody. Horrible, I know.
MrBeast conducted illegal lotteries within this live stream? Yes. Seems more like an oversight and not realizing that you're not allowed to do it.
Jimmy stopped doing this years ago, probably because he was informed by his legal team to do so. So how mad you're going to be at him is going to depend if you think he was doing it illegally on purpose or not. I seriously doubt it. What I do get the outrage for is the ridiculous...
I mean, okay. So did he do the illegal lotteries? Yes. Yes, he did. I can understand where people are upset about that, but I think there's more serious things going on because of the fact that MrBeast no longer does them. So it could be the case that he didn't realize that was illegal at the time, so he stopped doing them or something like that. But I think there's more important things to be upset about, as in, why did he have Delaware working for him and what's going on with LaKoya and what happened to those players in his MrBeast thing, like with the lawsuit. I think there's more important things going on than that, honestly. And as long as he doesn't do them again, don't do them again. Now, if he does them again, get his ass. Literally, get his ass if he does it again. Because that shows that he didn't learn his lesson.
Ridiculous requirements for his no purchase necessary Feastables sweepstakes.
The only place you'll find no purchase necessary is either on the Feastables Twitter account because it's a rule of the platform, and even still they try to push it. No perch neck. And to enter for free, you have to mail in separate 3" by 5" hand-addressed written index cards.
Normally you either mail one letter to a PO box or fill out an online survey and give your email, not mail 10 individual index cards. That sounds like a Dr. Doofenshmirtz evil plot. MrBeast is also guilty of faking signatures. It seems like every employee knows how to write Jimmy's.
So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or not, maybe not forging, using MrBeast's signature.
And look, it's probably not illegal because it technically falls under the company's signature, but it's still misleading your fans and is wrong. MrBeast also has some rigged aspects to his videos. Most of those can be...
I agree. Yeah, that was sus as shit. When I watched that in, I believe that was Dogpack's video, that was sus as shit. Like, bro, come on. If I'm buying something with MrBeast's signature on it, it needs to be MrBeast that's doing that signature. Keem says something on Nick's stream about why Jimmy hired Delaware, but it was basically he knows the people will soon find out. Yeah, Keem said something on Nick's stream about he knows the reason why, and he can't say anything until Jimmy says it. But I'm sorry, that reasoning for hiring him better be a damn good excuse. A damn good excuse. So I'm just waiting to see what MrBeast says about it, to be honest. Because I have no clue.
Contested, but there is one that is undeniable to me. Jimmy's friend and now employee Mac has appeared in a lot of MrBeast videos. He usually tries really hard and makes it far in these competitions. But in this one, I'll just show you.
To be honest, there's 100 people here. I'm not gonna win. What's the point?
Hey, everybody! This guy just said he wants to get out. Step out. Oh. Even though you got out first, I still have a prize for you. Just wait here. Congratulations, you just won a brand new car for being first out.
Oh, Andy stepped out perfectly and shot right where Jimmy is standing. It's so obviously rigged.
Close your fucking mouth, you're just really fucking dense. If you hate me while you talking, you don't make no fucking sense.
People are pissed at MrBeast because he's done a lot wrong. Some of it is sneaky, some of it is illegal, and some of it is downright evil.
I've spoken to the victim, but the victim was trying to get hush money.
So, you were right. I'm gonna come to that.
And it's led to people getting mad at Jimmy for stuff that either isn't true, is taken out of context, or is an industry standard. Dogpack claims that MrBeast is breaking broadcast standards and practices laws because he is influencing the game show to make it more dramatic and competitive, like paying the Rubik's Cube guy to quit for the boys team.
And what's even worse is that the results of this video were completely scripted, according to a former Mr.
Hey, guess what? Guess what, guys? All right. As a reality TV connoisseur, does anybody remember, okay, so all you old heads out there, do y'all remember the reality TV show, The Hills? Do y'all remember The Hills? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember The Hills. Put a 2 in the chat if you have no clue what I'm talking about. They ran it, I believe they ran it on MTV. Okay. When The Hills was done, and their last episode, they actually exposed something that people didn't realize. All right? At the very last episode, in the very last scene, I want to say it was Brody Jenner in the car. I want to say it was Brody Jenner, but I'm not 100% sure, but I swear I think it was Brody Jenner. They pulled the scene back, and you saw that it was on a stage. You saw a stage, and you saw what you thought was the background being pulled away. Basically letting people know a lot of that shit was scripted. Most reality TV shows are scripted in one way or another. Or they set people up to fight. The way these people live versus what you see on reality TV are normally two different things. Okay, Rex, you have a good day.
MrBeast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot.
Okay, except for Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore was 1,000% legit, and I don't want to hear nothing about it. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Jersey Shore was 1,000% legit, okay? I don't want to hear no JWoww. And, no, oh God, what's her name? Oh my God, I'm having an ADHD moment. The little one, JWoww's best friend, Snooki. I don't want to hear no JWoww or no Snooki bad-mouthing in my chat, okay? I love me some JWoww and Snooki, all right? I love me some Snooki. Y'all better leave my girls alone. Those were 1,000% legit. When Snooki was taking off her earrings to beat up Angelina, oh, that really happened. When JWoww got into that big fight, when they came back, oh no, it happened. When they came back from Miami and went to the house in Jersey Shore, oh no, it really happened, okay? And JWoww tore her up. I don't care what anybody says. JWoww won that. Okay? Just saying. Where's the beach? When she was so drunk, she couldn't find the beach, and she was on the boardwalk, and the beach was literally right there. my God, Drunk Snooki was the best. Oh, Drunk Snooki was the best. Bless her heart.
And because so many of the female contestants were MrBeast employees who got out immediately, production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money. It doesn't make the same offer to the girls.
The boys are blowing you out of the water. I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave. Now if you don't win, that was all for nothing.
In traditional media, this kind of rigging is actually completely illegal.
And then we have a standards and practices person. And if you don't know what that is, on any kind of a game show where there is a prize, you have to have somebody that ensures that it's fair. They are out there essentially to make sure that we don't do something that would favor one player or one tribe.
What MrBeast is doing is completely legal because you can make whatever game show you want. Tons of game shows do this, but I'll let a lawyer explain.
Dogpack alleges that MrBeast rigged the game so that the boys didn't win by so much. At one point, he says he wanted to make the game more competitive by trying to introduce more boys to drop out. And in one sense, you know, duh, this is a MrBeast video. He makes various offers and changes the rules to make things more entertaining. He manipulates the events to add drama, much like any game show where things occur to make things interesting.
They all do it. They all do it. Any kind of reality game show or reality TV, they put things in place for things to happen. Whatever it is they want to happen, that they do it all the time. The real world versus role rules, and now it's called the challenge, they do it too. They purposely set up people who don't like each other, sometimes as partners, hoping they fight. Bro, it happens all the time.
But here, let's make a distinction. There are the rules as laid out to the contestants before they participate, and the rules as laid out in the video. Now, you can imagine that the contract between the contestant and, I don't know, Beast Enterprises lays out certain terms for the relationship. Now, I've never seen one of those contracts. My guess is that it gives Beast Enterprises quite a lot of flexibility to deal with the contestant. And then there are the terms that show up in the final video after the filming. Those might not be the same. Now, whether you're allowed to change the rules in the video largely depends on how much freedom you have in the rules in your contract with the contestant. The reason for this is the First Amendment.
And I bet you, 95% of those contestants didn't read that piece of paper when they signed it. I guarantee you, 95% of those contestants probably didn't read the damn paperwork. Just throwing it out there.
You're generally allowed to produce whatever kind of TV show you want, or YouTube video that you want. It was thought, and still is, that when it came to shows that were broadcast over the air before cable TV or largely the internet, because that was a limited resource, the argument went, the government had more say over what could be broadcast.
MrBeast isn't even trying to be sneaky about it.
Boys are blowing you out of the water. I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave.
It's a stupid criticism where you have to be a child to care. Dogpack also alleges that Jimmy doesn't have random subscribers feature in his videos.
Promising big rewards in return. Now it's your turn to do what MrBeast tells you, and you will win big rewards. But you actually won't unless you're famous or...
And I'm going to be very honest with you. I hate the fact that Temu comment cop here was dressed like iDubbbz. That irritated the absolute shit out of me. I'm sorry. It irritated me that he was in a police uniform. I'm sorry. That just irritated the hell out of me.
Friends or family of a MrBeast employee. Seriously, we always fly subscribers down. They never fly random subscribers down. When they do pull someone from outside of North Carolina, it's usually somebody who's in the industry, who's camera trained, who has built a following.
All it took was one person to read the name tags of the contestants and then reach out to them. Here's people that live in Ohio, Missouri, Illinois, California, Colorado. The one that responded says he was flown out, and none of them have a big following. So if Dogpack had no real evidence to back this up, why did he make the claim at all? Well, it's because he recognized some of the employees in the videos.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. Willy's actually teaching me this part here. So he's saying that everybody's from North Carolina and they're not random people. But Willy shows something different.
All it took was one person to read the name tags of the contestants and then reach out to them. Here's people that live in Ohio, Missouri, Illinois, California, Colorado. The one that responded says he was flown out, and none of them have a big following. So if Dogpack had no real evidence to back this up, why did he make the claim at all? Well, it's because he recognized some of the employees in the videos.
I mean, it's not like he's ever rigged the results of a challenge. That would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of the
shout out North Carolina praying for y'all. Also him wearing a military themed shirt while talking about war. Oh yeah, I know. He is such I can't stand this kid.
This video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend.
So that means none of them can be random.
So yeah, the random subscribers you see in challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to MrBeast, and oftentimes friends and family of MrBeast employees, or just the employees themselves.
It's such an obvious logical fallacy. Bro, you really couldn't think of one other reason why employees might be in the video? It's been explained on podcasts before.
If I'm not mistaken, you were in 100 Girls vs. 100 Boys for $500,000.
Yes, that was an accident. I'd never ask him to be on a video. If I accidentally win, it might look like it was planned. On the day, everybody had to go for COVID test. A lot of people came and they tested positive, and the girls somehow ended up with way too little contestants. So I got a call randomly from the studio, and they're like, we need a female. I'm like, I am a female.
A MrBeast employee named Chucky explained that Dogpack also implies the video was faked, because we have some employees in the video that were there to fill in for people who tested positive for COVID. There is nothing illegal about this. This happens in all sorts of productions. Otherwise, they would lose millions of dollars just because a few people don't show up.
There's absolutely nothing illegal about using friends or acquaintances in your videos. And it doesn't necessarily follow that just because MrBeast might have known some of the people who appeared in his videos that he rigged the videos in their favor. Now, your mileage may vary as to whether it's a good or bad look to include friends in videos where there's money on the line. Now, arguably, you might conclude that if the video makes it appear that every contestant is random, and it turns out that that's not the case, then it makes it more likely that the outcome is rigged in their favor. MrBeast, after all, might want to patronize his friends. But you might also conclude that there is no connection between the identity of the contestants and the outcome. Now, I haven't reviewed every single MrBeast video. I have a life. Personally, I think this is probably closer to the truth, but I can see how people might feel deceived. And as it happens, I happen to know several people who have appeared in MrBeast videos.
If somebody's running a reality show, don't take it to face value. Stop it. Take it as entertainment only. Literally, take it as entertainment only. Stop taking this shit for face value. Will y'all please stop taking YouTubers, treating YouTubers like they're gods? Please. Will y'all stop doing that? We're entertainers, okay? We're entertainers. I don't care who you are on YouTube. We're entertainers. Stop it. Stop it. Stop treating these people like they're infallible gods. Stop. It's gross.
Again, because he needed someone to fill in at the last second and they happened to be nearby. It was definitely not rigged or predetermined. Now, I can't speak to all MrBeast videos, but in at least one instance where he knew the contestants, the video was certainly not rigged.
There's so many random no-name people that have competed in MrBeast challenges that have no following, and let's face it, if contestants were routinely abused during production, or if all the videos were scripted, there would be hundreds of testimonies, not just the handful we have now. MrBeast can't stop his own employees from constantly leaking stuff. How can he stop random contestants? The complaints from Dogpack are so nitpicky sometimes. Oh, he used CGI in a video. That means the video is fake.
You ever faked a video?
No.
But this train track is CGI.
The tip of the train track is CGI because he thought it looked better when it rolled into the pit.
These bus wheels are CGI. This explosion is fake. Shredder is CGI.
Of course it's fake. It's not passed off as real.
This island cost more than $1.
Yes, it cost them $1 and then $27 in taxes and fees. Dude, MrBeast is such a liar!
This raccoon is a paid actor.
Yo, that raccoon is a paid actor. If you watch the video, it is clearly a domesticated raccoon. It's used as a bit where the raccoon shows up and they all freak out. How much you care is up to you. You know, I really didn't care about all the people.
It's for entertainment. I don't listen. If it's like 3:30 in the morning, 3:30, 4 in the morning, hell, maybe even 5, 6 in the morning. All right, and I'm scrolling YouTube, and I want to watch something that, you know, is not drama related. I just want to laugh, or I just want to watch something that's mind numbing, and I don't have to think about things. And I see a MrBeast challenge video, I'll watch it, but you know what? I don't go that deep into it. I just watch it for the entertainment value. One of my favorite YouTubers, they sit in a studio with white walls and they're sitting at a black table and they sit there and they guess things about people. And he's one of my favorite YouTubers because it's mind numbing, you know, and it's entertaining. If you're watching MrBeast for factual shit, what is wrong with you? It's entertainment. It's absolutely entertainment. Ninja Style is pumpkin CGI Xylie. That was a malicious lie brought up by Now Recording. Pumpkin is 100% real, okay? That was a malicious lie brought forth by Now Recording, and I do not appreciate it. And I am thinking about a slander suit with them. I am. Chud Logic, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Xylie, you playing that new Connect 3 Farmville game? Yes, Cat, I am. Leave me alone. Damn it, I'm old, okay? I play old lady games too. Alright? Shit. Thank you for the raid, Chud. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much.
But this raccoon, too far.
Got a sad life, go to fucking hell. Are you stupid or disabled, man? I can't fucking tell.
This last section is just a few of the many allegations that I think make zero sense. Dogpack tries to blame a rocket ship blowing up on Jimmy.
MrBeast did a live stream where for only $10, viewers could send a picture to the moon. 3 years later, the spaceship finally launched, carrying beautiful pictures of deceased loved ones to the moon, where they would be immortalized. It fucking exploded.
How would he know that? He acts like this was a scam.
So obviously MrBeast refunded everyone, right?
I can't tell y'all how much I can't stand Temu Comment Cop. I can't stand this kid. I really cannot stand this kid. This kid is absolutely ridiculous. I can't stand him. Pez got the y'all leave Chud alone. The chaser sent us. Leave Chud alone. Chud is fair, okay? Chud is fair. His smug aura mocks me. Oh my god, he's so smug. I can't stand this kid. I really can't. Ugh.
Right? Is it MrBeast's fault that the rocket exploded? No. Is it his fault that he advertised it as for $10 I will put your photo on the moon when he couldn't guarantee that? Yes.
NASA couldn't guarantee the Challenger from exploding. How could MrBeast? The shuttle exploding is an obvious risk when paying for this. He goes on to blame MrBeast for obesity around the world and calls MrBeast a hypocrite for caring about people's health because he sells chocolate and that's unhealthy.
Like MrBeast is bringing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of new people to the candy aisle, whether he wants to admit it or not.
People are just walking to the chocolate aisle and it's...
Really? No. We're gonna hear that line again.
Because he sells chocolate, and that's unhealthy.
Like MrBeast is bringing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of new people to the candy aisle, whether...
Do you honestly believe that the people, millions of people, never ate any kind of fucking candy until MrBeast came out with his candy bar? Are you that dumb? Are you that stupid? They never ate candy until MrBeast made his candy bar. That is the most retarded statement I have ever heard in my life. Like, bro, really? They've never been down the candy aisle until MrBeast made his candy bar. Bro, what? He's retarded. He's stupid. He's got to be brain dead. What is wrong with him? Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't stand this guy.
Or he wants to admit it or not.
People are just walking to the chocolate aisle and instead of buying Hershey's, buying Feastables. Like, people who never would have bought chocolate in Walmart are walking to the chocolate aisle specifically to buy Feastables.
You're creating a new market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm bringing new customers to the aisle.
That's an incredible...
Jimmy, I don't think so. I don't think you're bringing new customers to the aisle. I think the kids are wanting their parents to buy it because it has your name on it. But I'm pretty sure those same fucking kids ate candy before you made your candy bar. I'm gonna need you to sit down and shut the fuck up, sir. It's stupid. Jesus Christ, he even says something stupid. What the fuck? His candy bar is shit quality too. You know what? Most American candy is shit quality, especially chocolate bars. In the United States, most chocolate bars are shit quality. They're 100% shit quality. Shit. I had a friend of mine send me a box of candy from the UK, and it had chocolates in it, and I was like, oh my God, why can't our chocolate taste like this? What the hell is going on? Why can't we have this? Like, what? It's absolutely amazing. But Xylie, I want my shit quality. I want McDonald's to be shit too, so it'll be cheap again. I know that's right. See, now you got to make $40,000 a year just to eat at McDonald's. It's absolutely crazy. Try German chocolate. I've only had chocolate from the UK. I've never had it from anywhere else. No, I'm sorry. I've had Mexican also. And even the Mexican chocolate, so much better than here. So much better than here.
Business achievement.
But I know that poor diet and especially excessive sugar consumption is the #1 cause of death and health problems in America, including some of the health problems that MrBeast claims to care so much about. Blindness, deafness, loss of limbs.
Wow, Jimmy's killing people. Jimmy doesn't want people to be blind, so he should stop selling his chocolate bar. Real sound.
Dogpack is a hating asshole. That's what Dogpack is. Dogpack is a hating asshole, and he's mad that he got fired after 3 weeks. That's what it is. That's what this really boils down to. He's a hating asshole, and he's mad that he got fired after 3 weeks. That's what all this boils down to. He was able to bring out some good things that need to be discussed. It's like what Willy said. He was throwing shit at the wall hoping something sticks. He's a hating asshole.
Logic. These people were mostly blind from cataracts, not a sugar overdose.
They can't see, but we have all...
Riz says, I don't give a fuck. I hate MrBeast. He can hate all he wants. True. He can. You can hate whoever you want. But if you're going to throw out allegations out there, you kind of need to be able to back them up. And don't mix in stupid shit with the serious shit. That's my problem with Dogpack. If you're going to throw shit out there, have something to back them up. Just have something to back them up. But don't mix in the bullshit. Hate them all you want. I don't give a shit. Damn.
All the technology to fix it.
Yep, half of all the blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery.
It's worse than COVID. Hospitals are overrun with MrBeast customers losing limbs.
MrBeast also just launched a combo with Zaxby's, which if you get a soda, it's over 2,000 calories for one meal.
We are just about to witness San Kaboy, a 59-year-old woman, receive prosthetic legs and walk for the very first time.
This make me cry because this special for her.
Wow, what a hypocrite. Did I miss the part where he said to eat this every day? 6 Feastables a day? Adults, children, we all enjoy unhealthy foods. It's all about eating it in moderation.
If you're gonna, okay, look, if you're gonna cancel, it's like this Lunchly shit, right? If you're gonna cancel MrBeast for the chocolate bars, for having the meal with Zaxby's, for the Lunchly, then I better see you protesting every major food company in the United States. Because, let's be honest, you won't just fucking say it. The only reason why you're saying this shit is because you hate MrBeast. I bet you eat fast food. I bet you eat fast food. I don't see you protesting McDonald's, Burger King, and all the other fast food joints in the United States. I don't see you going after Nabisco, Hershey's, all the candy makers. I don't see you doing that. I don't see you going against Pepsi, Coca-Cola, any of those. Just be honest. Be honest. You're only doing it because it's MrBeast. You don't give a fuck about the contents of the food. You don't give a fuck about the contents in the food. It's only because it's MrBeast. Stop fucking virtue signaling that you're worried about people being obese in the United States. Where's your protesting McDonald's? I'm just saying. Where? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Get off your fucking high horse. Exactly, Amber Chick. Get over it. Change your tampons, people. This is the dumbest fucking argument ever. Period. Point blank, period. Yes, Amber Chick.
Let's stop being Karens about a fast food collab. MrBeast launched a Lunchable knockoff that is slightly healthier than a normal Lunchable. It has Prime instead of a Capri Sun. And people lost their minds. Dogpack posts, Lunchly is part of a genius YouTube strategy. Here's how. Unhealthy, lethargic kids provide a higher audience retention rate than healthy, active kids by creating food.
Bitch, just say you're mad. Just say that you're mad that you're not rich enough to make even more money. Just say it. Just say that you're a hating ass hoe that wants to be able to have the money to start these different businesses. That way you don't have to rely on YouTube. Just say it. Be truthful about it. Not this bullshit you're trying to spew. Get the fuck out of here.
Products that debilitate his audience, MrBeast is able to increase the average view duration. This is a key metric to getting promoted by the YouTube algorithm. So MrBeast does... I'm, you know what? I'm not even going to think about that. I have no clue. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Doesn't just optimize his content for the YouTube algorithm, he optimizes his audience as well. Now, Dogpack would get heat for this delusional take, and he backtracks saying it was just a joke. But we just watched a whole section of his video where he said MrBeast was killing people, making them lose limbs and die.
Excessive sugar consumption is the #1 cause of death and health problems in America.
He's retweeting people who...
Fuck off! Oh, God. Fuck off. Fuck off, Dogpack. Just fuck off. People got diabetes well before MrBeast came out with his candy bars. Believe me, I'm one of them. Okay? I'm one of them. Bro. Jesus Christ. Fuck off. Yeah. Oh my God, this guy. Jesus Christ.
Limbs and die.
Excessive sugar consumption is the #1 cause of death and health problems in America.
He's retweeting people who are calling it poisonous to kids. This is what I ate for lunch, and the microplastics in it made me stronger. I don't get why MrBeast is expected to fix the school lunch system. These are...
I love Willy. I love Willy. His sarcastic ass. This is my little shit nephew right here. I love me some Willy. Willy's my little shit nephew, bro.
Unreasonable expectations for a YouTuber. Your product is processed garbage with no nutritional value. Of course it is. It's a knockoff Lunchables. He never claimed otherwise. What, is he supposed to be selling salads? If you don't like it, just don't buy it for you or your kid.
Stan, I think you're right. I agree with you. Dogpack with with this Elmo voice is annoying. His voice is annoying. He does. He has that Elmo voice. You're not wrong. And yes, I'm a beast plant, damn it. I am. Apparently. That's why I drive a car that's over 25 years old. Just saying. No, yeah, no. Over 20? Oh shit, it's 30 years old, yeah. My car is 30 fucking years old, and it's a piece of shit. But you know, I'm paid opposition.
Penis and vagina. Women with dicks and weak men with vagina.
Dogpack is going to falsely accuse somebody and make the real allegations seem less credible. I'd argue...
No, Kyrie, it's not actually. It is a Camry. Actually, pushing my glasses up my nose, it is actually a Toyota Camry. Thank you very much.
He's already done that.
The allegations that I thought was less credible was that LaCoya Hill roofied people. I was like, I was very borderline even putting that in.
But you did it anyway.
But since I published that, it's been more corroborated.
You should corroborate that before you put it in. MrBeast is going to respond, but only when Dogpack finishes putting out the allegations. The thing is, he won't do it. He keeps teasing it. He wants to save it for later.
The video, you kind of called it a 2.5. So there is going to be an official third, perhaps after Jimmy decides to make a statement.
Yeah, look, man, just fire James Warren and LaCoya Hill. Fire them. Don't just move them around. Or I'm going to start dropping nukes, and I have a lot of other interviews.
Then drop your fucking nukes. Because I'm going to tell you now, most of the quote-unquote nukes you've been dropping fucking sucked. Just fucking drop them already, okay? You're not a fucking comic book villain. Stop your shit, bro. Stop your shit. You're not a fucking comic book villain. I am so sick of this kid, bro.
And other allegations that I'm working on putting together, so I have something for when MrBeast responds.
It doesn't make any sense to me. The allegations should be able to stand on their own. How can MrBeast give an accurate response if you don't accurately put the allegations out there? It's
because he's a fucking idiot, Willy. He's a fucking idiot. He is an idiot. That's the reason why.
fucking stupid. There's a lot more criticism that could go around, but that'll have to be for another time. Subscribe to the channel and be sure to check out Zbiotics. Shout out to the homies over on Patreon. Feed
Alright. That was the Willy video. Bruh. Dog pack pisses me off. Dog pack pisses me off so bad. That kid drives me nuts. And that was my first MrBeast live stream. I have not done a MrBeast live stream throughout this whole thing because I was not going to put Rosanna, Dog Pack, the failed comedian, that dumbass kid who did the video on Chris Tyson. What was his name? That dumbass kid. I wasn't going to put any of these people on my platform because they all suck. Oh, BJ investigates, but she's different because I got a little bone to pick with her. But yeah, I haven't done any of this MrBeast shit because of them. And finally, Prism, that was his name, thank you. But finally, somebody with some kind of fucking common sense made a video. Talon, evil Xylie. Talon, get it right. I'm Vevil, not evil. Alright? I'm Vevil. Get that correct. Thank you very much. Tom just dropped a new MrBeast video on his Tom Dark Live channel. I don't know if there's anything new in it, though. I'll have to watch it and see. Craig for $1.99. He's not dropping nukes. He's dropping whoopee cushions. Very true, Craig. Is there a nice Xylie? Not that y'all see. If you look hard enough, you'll find a nice Xylie. As far as I'm concerned, y'all need to look at me like I'm evil. Xylie gets diapers. No, it wasn't Xylie gets diapers. It was Xylie's diapers. That was the name of that that troll we had. I miss them. They were so nice. If they ever come back, I'm giving them a wrench. Most likely, if I know it's them. His balls ain't even dropped yet. He sure ain't dropping nukes. I know that's right, Amber Chick. Thank you for being a member for 37 months. Good God, you've been with me since the beginning, girl. Holy shit. Yeah, and Stan, diapers was a good one. Alright, well, I have to go do housewife stuff. Hold on. Alright, hold on one second. I have to go do housewife stuff. Yeah. I'll be making a thumbnail for it, but it's going to have to be later because I have to go shopping. So, alright, guys. Let me see if there's anybody I can send y'all to. I don't think there is. I'm going to be honest. I don't think there is. Let's see. Who can I send you to? And no, because I refuse to send y'all to Thorpe, and y'all aren't going to want to go see Save Robbie. So, I'm just going to end it. Alright? Alright, y'all have a great night, day, evening. Have a great weekend. Hopefully, I will see y'all tomorrow. Again, because of everything that's going on right now in the household. I don't know if it's going to be in the same time I normally go. But you may even see me tonight. I don't know. Alright? We'll figure it out. So, I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great day, night, evening. Peace out. Peace out. As soon as I hit the damn music. Okay, here we go.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs a antiseptic. Ain't no